A wet one here at Jimmy John's Field for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers taking on the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. I'm Brady Beaton, joined by Kara Wolfbauer. Raining right now during the pregame, so we had to come and commandeer the first base dugout. But Kara, still should be a fun night for some baseball.
Yes, really excited tonight. Brady's going to be up in the booth most of the time, but I'll be joining him once in a while. But you guys will see me down on the field doing some segments because it's the Long Drive Night sponsored by PXG, doing some chipping games on the field, just bringing a little bit of golf to baseball today.
And, well, let's talk about the matchup tonight with the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. Played a night ago. They fell in the sudden death extra inning to the Utica Unicorns. They had a 4-3 lead going into the bottom of the seventh. Gave up a run, didn't give up a hit. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yes, watching last night, especially going to bottom of seventh, I thought, okay, it's going to be a tough one for the Unicorns to pull out here. But the crazy thing is they didn't pull it out from having really that much of an effective offense. The Hoppers, unfortunately, struggled on the defensive side. A walk, a hit batter, another walk, and then a pass ball getting Unicorn in to go into sudden death. So unfortunate for the Hoppers, but I think well-deserved on the Unicorn side for being patient at the plate. There were 2 outs, and the batter who was up just took their time, kept fouling balls off until eventually pass ball, scored, run home, and they came out with the win last night.
Some very epic at-bats. And last night we got to meet a few of the new Diamond Hoppers. Luis Acevedo, Joey Califoot, both made their debut. They're back in the lineup tonight. We're meeting a few new Beavers tonight. And while the one in the starting lineup, Luke Stevenson, from around here, born in Algonac, went to Elon, now joins the Beavers after the showcase on Monday. New face in the Beavers lineup.
Yes, always excited to see after we have our college showcase the new guys coming in. It brings a different look to the game, especially here at Jimmy John's Field. Like, for example, we have some returners like Galindo, who we'll see on the mound tonight for the Beavers. But when these new guys come in, they're not used to this atmosphere. At Jimmy John's Field, it's different with our fans, our recurring kids who are always showing up, wanting autographs. It's a lot different than it is in college baseball. So I like to watch the adjustments. It's great to see them turn into a great professional baseball player.
And it's nowhere near the halfway point, but it's a big benchmark in the season. For those that didn't join us, you don't get a ton of transactions during the season unless someone gets signed or you have an injury, except during the college showcase. So this was an opportunity for guys like Ryan Cockey and John Dombrowski to make adjustments to their team to try to make a push after the first quarter or so of the season.
Especially early on in the season, we've signed a lot of guys this year. We saw Jake Wazinski go early on, the first guy. Kyle Bischoff from the Westside Woolly Mammoths go a couple weeks in. And just yesterday, we saw Francis Florentino get signed to the Minnesota Twins. So it's great, but that's the first position player we've seen since 2017 when Taylor Jellikowski got signed, who was a catcher. Francis Florentino, an outfielder. Great to see him get picked up and right in time for the college showcase, too. Try their best to find somebody to replace that strong outfielder.
When you talk about replacing people that were signed, you mentioned Jake Wazinski. He was signed after just 1 start. So what did the Diamond Hoppers do? They go get Ryan Carolden, who just finished up his career at Wayne State. And to say he's been a good replacement would be an understatement. Leading the league in ERA, batting average against. He has been dominant from the word go. Had a very nice career down in Detroit with the Wayne State Warriors and really has transitioned it very well here to the USPBL. He's on the bump tonight for the Diamond Hoppers.
Yes, in his junior year, he was GLIAC Pitcher of the Year, and he was great in the classroom, too. Fantastic with the books, fantastic on the field, and it's been awesome watching him so far this year. And Galindo on the mound has been awesome to watch as well. Met his host family, really great people, and so not only is he a great pitcher, but he's like a brother to the sisters that he's living with right now, so that's really awesome to hear about how the guys are leaving an impact with the families here as well.
We talk about making the families with the new crop that's coming in, the host families, but it's going to be a very familiar connection with the Diamond Hoppers. Ryan Carolden, a product of Yale High School. Whit Hughes, also a product of Yale. So having 2 former high school teammates pitch to each other on the mound tonight for the Diamond Hoppers.
Yes, a pitcher-catcher duo. Whit Hughes, a catcher, and sometimes I've struggled on the offensive side, but very good defensively, very smart behind the plate, which I think he can bring to the offensive side, though, because he usually knows what's coming. And Whit Hughes is very intelligent, more of like a captain on his team, so it's exciting to watch him, and I think he can help Carolden really come into his professional career.
Well, Carolden's been great. We'll see if he can continue it. We'll have more pregame when we come back. It's Longest Drive Night presented by PXG. Diamond Hoppers and the Beavers coming up in a little bit. You're watching the USPBL Network.
world, like your dog being happy to see you, coffee getting you through the day, and the government changing business regulations. And when it comes to navigating those regulations, you can rely on Tryon and its team of attorneys. Tryon can also tackle time-consuming HR tasks like payroll and employee benefits, so you can stay focused on growing your business. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
Season officially in summer. Again, doesn't feel like it today. Yesterday was beautiful. Couldn't ask for much more. Today, 68, cloudy. Not a lot of wind. All the flags out in center field lay limp. Ball was carrying a day ago. See if we have the same carry tonight. As I believe we are ready to go. All right, had to wait an extra beat or two, but we are ready to go. Alex Pup leading us off for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. Again, Galindo will mix up the arm slot and the velocity. 5-pitch mix. We are underway. Sidearm pitch misses outside. Leadoff hitter Alex Pup put one over the left field fence. Tied it up for the Diamond Hoppers last night. One ball and one strike. Pup, the smooth fielding shortstop. Trying to get it going at the plate. Strike two called. Nabbed that low outside corner. And a little bit of run back to the batter. Galindo ahead 1-2. Works from the stretch at all times. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. First place umpire said he held up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alex Pup. Galindo comes set. The 2-2. Over for strike 3. Caught Pup looking. Took something off that. Lead off backwards K. Luis Acevedo comes up to bat. Had 2 hits in the game last night. Got off to a shaky start last night, but got the nerves, shook those off as well. Got 2 hits in his pro debut. Galindo looks in, comes set. The 1-0. Wave and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Crump gives the sign. Galindo set. The 1-1 offering. Breaking ball over for a strike. That one floated in at 72. Galindo's been using that off speed early. Haven't seen too many fastballs. The 1-2 swing and a flare into left. That's a base hit for Acevedo. He was out in front, but was able to keep the weight back just enough. Hit a 1-out single. Brings up Anthony Flores, 1 on, 1 away. And Flores, the San Jose native, trying to get something going for the Diamond Hoppers. They fell behind 3-0 a night ago. So the Diamond Hoppers have struggled as a team to score runs. Coming into the weekend, their team average was under 220. Pitching had been very solid. That pitch, 69 miles an hour. Galindo really trying to get everyone out on their front foot early. And from just talking to people around the league, the radar gun we have is usually anywhere from a mile or to 3 miles an hour slow. That one could have been in the mid-60s. Swing and a line drive into left coming over Stevenson, and he makes the diving catch. Welcome to Pro Ball, Luke Stevenson. Top of the first inning, he's in professional baseball, already making a name for himself. Robs a hit away from Anthony Flores. There's 1 on with 2 away as Galindo gives the tip of the cap. And Luke Stevenson, I don't think he has too many nerves. And if he did, Well, they're probably gone now. Heck of a diving catch to rob Flores of a base hit. Brings up Joe Burke. Fly ball, right center field. Davis on his horse into the gap, makes the catch on the run. Now Acevedo's 1-out single does not come to pass. And thanks to Luke Stevenson's diving catch, the Diamond Hoppers are retired. That'll do it for the first inning.
Fireworks. Now,
Still scoreless.
What better way to do a rainy
Beavers
day than on
coming up to
Sweetheart
bat
of the
in
Game.
the bottom
My
of the
new friend
first
Susan
inning.
over
We'll send
here
it down to
is
Kara
turning 50
Wolfbauer.
tomorrow. So on 3, we're going to say happy birthday, Susan. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Susan! There we go, guys. Now, JJ, our field general, went to Thrifty Florist this morning on a personal mission and picked up this beautiful bouquet of flowers for my friend Susan. So thank you so much, Michigan First Credit Union, for sponsoring our awesome bat dog, and thanks, Thrifty, for these beautiful flowers for Susan. Thanks, Susan, and thanks, Shawnee. We'll send it back up to you.
Bottom of the first, and that was Carol Wolfbauer. She'll be joining us in the booth in and out when she's not doing her hosting duties. But Ryan Carolden warming up for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. Let's meet the starting 9 that he will face from the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. Ryan Carolden been so good that there's a few Beavers that have been hitting all right and a few new faces. Leading off for the Beavers in center field, Chris Davis. New face out of Wayne State, Carolden's teammate, Rudy Ramirez. He has the DH duties. He's batting second. J.D. Stubbs batting third at first base. Malik Bolin in right, batting fourth. Tremaine Spears batting fifth, playing third. Luke Stevenson out in left, batting sixth. Alex Crump batting seventh behind the dish. Shoma Yoshida's at second base, and Ben Wilcoxon batting ninth. Now let's take a look how the Eastside Diamond Hoppers how the Diamond Hoppers, there we go, will align for this game. In the outfield, Joseph Califoot, one of the new players here in the USPBL in left. Anthony Flores in center. Brian Schellenbarger in right. Todd Maddox at third base. Alex Pupp and Luis Acevedo, who Ryan Cockey called, him and Mike Rice have both called some of the smoothest middle infielders in the league. And Joe Burke at first base. And then the two former high school teammates, Ryan Carolden and Whit Hughes, both out of Yale High School, pitching to each other in the professional ball game here at the USPBL. Chris Davis will be the first batter coming up for the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. Davis has been very solid out of that leadoff spot. Been one of the leaders manager John Dombrowski's been looking for. First pitch for Carolden. Just misses inside. 91 with the fastball. Not a very complex set of pitches. Carolden, a fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. Changeup just missed below the knees. That's a pretty good pitch. 2-0. Davis watches it go outside, 3-0. Carolden has yet to give up an earned run this year. Hoping to continue that streak here tonight. The 3-0 up high, and Davis, well, didn't have to work too hard for the leadoff walk. He heads down to first. And one of the newest bats, Rudy Ramirez. And Rudy Ramirez was one of the big bats in the Wayne State lineup this past season. For his career, hit .332, 138 RBIs across his career at Wayne State. One of the reasons why the Warriors had such a good season this past year in Detroit. Goes from Detroit to Utica, Brighton native. The 1-0. Swing and a hard hit ball foul. Two guys that were teammates about a month ago, that were GLIAC champions together, now facing each other in professional ball. Carolden takes a deep breath off of first Chris Davis. The 1-1. Another foul straight back. That one 91 on the gun from Carolden. He's been bringing it pretty well. Came in when Jake Wazinski was signed with the Twins. Not signed after one start. Well, Ryan Cockey did a pretty good job filling the void. Pick off to first. Davis back in sliding. That's the first disengagement. And if you're new to some of these rules all across baseball, you get 2 throws over on the third. You have to get the runner out or it constitutes a balk. The 1-2 to Ramirez. Outside, went with an off-speed. Like the curve, it had some side-to-side movement. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ramirez waits the pitch. High and away, 3-2. Ryan Carolden having to work here in the bottom of the first inning. Walked Chris Davis on 4 straight. The count with Ramirez has gone full. The 3-2. Swinging a chopper to first. Burke picks it up, will take it to the bag himself. Looked down at second to try and turn 2. Took the easy out, so Davis moves up. Ramirez retired. And J.D. Stubbs comes up to bat. Runner on second, 1 away. Bottom of the first inning. Beavers trying to get on the board first. First pitch to Stubbs, misses outside. Carolden's been nibbling around the zone. When he misses, he's missing small. The righty comes set. Delivers. Change up low, 2-0. And Carolden not doing himself any favors, making life hard, falling behind in counts. Left-handed hitting Stubbs waits. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Just nabbed that low inside corner. Two balls and a strike. Swing and a flare down the left field line. That gets down. Davis around third. He's in to score easily. Stubbs stands up at second. And that's an RBI double for Stubbs. Didn't try to do too much. Barreled it up the opposite way. And the Beavers jump on top early with the RBI double from J.D. Stubbs. First run Carolden's given up in his professional career. In his 17th inning of work, Malik Bolin comes up to bat. Check swing. Called strike. Bolin with 3 long balls. Leads the U.S. PBL. You won't see him get a lot of fastballs. The 0-1. Low and away, 1-1. It's been change-up curve to start Bolin. Runner off of second, J.D. Stubbs. The 1-1. Missed. Just a bit low. 2 balls and a strike. On a cloudy, cool, late June evening here in Utica, Michigan. The 2-1. That one. Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The delayed right hand, but that's a beautiful pitch from Carolden, dotting that lone outside corner. 2-2 as Carolden looks for the punch out. Wave and a miss, had Bolin out in front with the change. That's a big out number 2. First punch out of the day for Ryan Carolden. Runner on second, 2 away, and a run already home in the inning. Tremaine Spears comes up to bat. Spears hitting a touch under 250 on the year. Driven in 6, looking for another RBI, but what he's done well, he's drawn walks. Been finding a way to get on base. Runner in scoring position, you'd love the base knock. Make it a 2-0 game, put up a crooked number here in the first. In fact, Spears second in the league in free passes. You know he's going to work a tough at-bat. 1-1. Called strike. Looked like the changeup low and in. See Carolden trying to get some of the dirt off his shoe. The wet conditions, everything's just a little stickier tonight. Ball and 2 strikes to Tremaine Spears. And time called. They have Carolden calling for the time. Oh, I think they got a pitch clock violation on Carolden. Count goes to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Spears. The pitch. Swing and a pop foul on the right field side. That one registered at 94 on the gun. Carolden tried to rear back and get that by Spears. Did enough just to get a piece of it.
Okay, yep, will do. You're welcome.
Spears waits. Carolden delivers the 2-2. Wave and a miss. Changeup had Spears out in front. Back-to-back strikeouts. Get Carolden and the Diamond Hoppers out of the inning, but not before the J.D. Stubbs double gets the scoring started. We've played an inning. The Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers won. The Diamond Hoppers nothing. We head to the second here on the U.S. PBL Network.
They call me Prospects. Since the day I was born as a diver's watch, the challengers of the world have taught me many things. Life is not a numbers game. It's about challenging ourselves. No matter what happens, just follow your heart. These pioneers drive our generation forward. Not by setting records, but by never giving up. Keep going forward. Prospects.
Available at Lucido Fine Jewelry.
What are the odds that we're neighbors, where you've known each other our whole lives, and both tear the exact same things in this exact same knee?
So an ACL tear is an injury to the main stabilizing structure of the knee.
You want a good team around you, because then you know that what you're doing is going to help you in the long run.
My message to everyone who's helped me, thank you so much, because you guys helped me progress so much.
Also hearing it from a friend that's went through the exact same thing, I think sort of helps that know that there's a bright side at the end.
Back here at Jimmy John's Field, Diamond Hoppers and the Beavers here on Long Drive Night and Friday Night Fireworks. So it should be a fun game for everybody. Something for everyone to do. And as we head to the second inning, it is 5, 6, 7 due up in the Diamond Hopper order. Brian Schellenbarger, Chris O'Neill, and Joe Califoot all due up. Schellenbarger, big righty, watches strike one float by. Another one at 69 miles an hour. Galindo, over the top delivery, fastball fouled down the right field line, and that was nearly a 20-mile-per-hour difference between pitch 1 and pitch 2. Started with a off speed at 69, then the fastball at 86. If you're guessing and you guess wrong, you are going to be way off timing-wise as the 0-2 misses away. 1-2. Lindo steps off. Righty set. The delivery. Wave and a miss, and Schellenbarger down on strikes. Galindo starts the second the same way he started off the game with a punch out, and that brings up the designated hitter tonight, Chris O'Neill. O'Neill has some power. He's put 2 over the fence this year, hitting .242. Galindo, fastball, called strike. 0-1. Galindo working with a pretty solid pace. The sidearm delivery, fastball over about thigh-high outer part of the plate. 0-2 on O'Neill, and Galindo been attacking the zone. The pitch, swing and a foul straight back. Galindo stares in, gets the sign from Crump. The 0-2. Wave and a miss. Had O'Neill out on his front foot. And back-to-back, pretty quick strikeouts for Jesse Galindo. That brings up Joe Califoot. Left-handed hitting left fielder. First pitch, off speed, missed off the plate away, 1-0. Pretty normal defensive alignment for the Beavers. Galindo looking to strike out the side, evens the count at 1 aside. Califoot waits the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. And Jesse Galindo looking for a very smooth second inning. 1 pitch away from completing it. Just missed the pitch on the outside part of the plate. Couple of the infielders for the Beavers thought it was strike 3. Instead, Califoot will get to see at least 1 more pitch. The 2-2. Swing and a pop-up into foul ground, working over Spears, and he can't make the diving catch. Slides on the grass on a damp Friday night. That cavernous foul territory here at Jimmy John's Field. That's a heck of an effort by Spears. Califoot stays alive in the box. Galindo sets, delivers. Swing and a fly ball right field. He got all of that one. Bolin looks up in vain, and Califoot, after nearly popping out the pitch before, crushes one onto the hill in right, gives a young fan a souvenir, and the first professional home run for Joseph Califoot. An absolute missile. 1-1 ball game. And there you see his teammates pretty excited. He got all of that one. And what was looking to be a pretty nondescript inning for Jesse Galindo very, very suddenly became an issue. 0-2 to Maddox. Maddox behind the count, 0-2. Pitch misses in the left-handed batter's box. So Galindo not too rattled by the solo home run. The 1-2. Wave and a miss, and Galindo strikes out the side, but sprinkled in there. A Joseph Califoot solo home run onto the hill in right. We head to the bottom of the second, all knotted up at 1 with the Diamond Hoppers and the Beavers. You're watching the USPBL Network.
With a transforming world, we can see how drastically the world is heading towards automation. And so, we need 24/7 surveillance and security systems for our homes and businesses to avoid any theft or breach of privacy. JARBCOM brings the installation of security cameras to the tip of your fingers with our state-of-the-art mobile app. JARBCOM also provides surveillance monitoring of your entire property with flexible options that offer a dependable solution to be scaled to fit any domestic or commercial need. Contact JARBCOM today for a free estimate at 800-369-0374 or look us up on the web at jarbcom.com.
Make your move with a quick and easy mortgage from Genesis Credit Union. We have mortgages to fit your life. Genesis Credit Union. Visit us today.
Bottom of the second here at Jimmy John's Field, all tied up at 1. Thanks to Joseph Califoot and his solo home run, picking up his pitcher, Ryan Carolden, who gave up his first run of the season in the bottom of the first. Luke Stevenson, Alex Crump, and Shoma Yoshida. 7, 8, 9 in the Beaver order due up here in the bottom of the second. There you see Califoot. Has to feel pretty good about himself. Luke Stevenson comes up to bat. Stevenson made the diving catch in left field back in the first inning. First at bat, pops it high on the right side of the infield. Acevedo onto the grass, brings it in. 1 pitch, 1 away. Brings up the catcher, Alex Crump. Ryan Carolden, after giving up the RBI double, has gone strikeout, strikeout, pop out. First pitch misses to Crump. That was his issue in the first inning, was first pitch strike throwing. He was working behind in counts. 1-1 had Crump in a knot. Tried to hold up on the changeup. Wasn't able to. 1 ball and 1 strike. Carolden delivers. Over again with the off speed. 1-2. Looking for his 3rd punch out of the game. Curveball hit on the ground to 3rd. Maddox picks it up, throws to 1st, and Burt can't pick it. Goes into the caverns of foul territory. Crump at 2nd thought about taking the turn to 3rd, but the error puts Crump aboard. Brings up Shoma Yoshida. One on, one away. And Yoshida has a chance to drive in a run and retake the lead here in the 2nd inning. Yoshida, the lefty from Irvine, California. Carolden working from the stretch. Comes set, delivers. Misses away with the fastball, 2-0. And again, Carolden falling behind in the count. One reason why he's been so exceptional and has had such a great start to his pro career is he's thrown strikes. Having trouble finding the consistency. Again, he's not missing by much, but again, misses low there. Brings the count to 3-0. And now Yoshida can be extremely patient. Runner on 2nd is Alex Crump. He reached on the error. 3-0 count to the 8-hitter Yoshida. And ball 4. Yoshida works the base on balls. Runners on 1st and 2nd. So the 9-hole hitting Ben Wilcoxon comes up to bat. That's the 2nd walk today from Carolden as Whit Hughes comes out to have a word with him. Coming into the day, Carolden had only walked 1. He's walked 2 in the first 2 innings. First pitch here to Wilcoxon. Misses low and away. Wilcoxon having a really nice season out of the 9 spot. Average over 350. Opportunity here to break this 1-1 tie. Half-hearted hack at the off speed below the knees. 1-1. Crump on 2nd and Yoshida on 1st. 1-1 between the Diamond Hoppers and the Beavers here in the bottom of the 2nd. Carolden delivers. Swing and a foul. Hit Wilcoxon in the box. A ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball could remedy a lot of ailments the Diamond Hoppers have here in the 2nd. No, they really like the defensive prowess of the middle infield. Tapper foul. Count remains 1-2. And the umpire coming in, I think that caught the umpire. It'll take a moment behind the plate. Ooh, it did. Got him in the hand. Had the benefit of looking back on the replay. That could not have felt great. So we'll have to wait on the 1-2. Mind you that we do have more action coming the rest of the weekend. Tomorrow, we have our Saturday doubleheader starting at 5:30. The Westside Woolly Mammoths take on the Utica Unicorns, 5:30 and 7:30. 2 6-inning doubleheaders. And then on Sunday, we'll run this matchup back with the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers taking on the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. We've had some scoring early. We're in the bottom of the second, 1-1. And the Beavers are threatening. It's been an error and a walk. The 1-2 swing and a chopper to third goes foul. Wilcoxon battling. He's now second in the league in batting average. Since Francis Florentino was signed by the Twins, he was number 2. So his 377 goes away, and Wilcoxon's 356 moves up to second best, only behind Burl Dixon. The 1-2 missed away. 2-2. Yeah. 2-2. Swinging a hard shot, gloved at third by Maddox. Steps on third, throws across the diamond, and there's the double play. Ryan Carolden needed. Todd Maddox at the hot corner. Smooth on the backhand. Gets out of the jam, so the error and the walk do not hurt the Diamond Hoppers as the 5-3 double play gets it out of the inning. Let's go down to Kara Wolfbauer with our kid of the game.
Because I met my new friend Bella, who is our Henry Ford Macomb Hospital kid of the game. So let's hear it for Bella, guys. Let me hear you all. There we go. Now, Bella is awesome. She told me she's a big Hoppers fan because she's a gymnast and she hops around a lot. I thought that was a great answer. But I have to say, she is here from UPC Church and she has a message for somebody.
A happy birthday, Bruce.
Happy birthday, Bruce. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight, and congratulations to Bella on being our kid of the game. Now I'll send it right back up to Johnny, and let's get to some more baseball.
We head to the top of the third. 1-1 between the Diamond Hoppers and the Beavers. It will be 9-1-2 due up in the top of the third for the Diamond Hoppers. Whit Hughes, Alex Pup, Luis Acevedo. As Jesse Galindo back on the mound, third inning of work. And the pitch to Califoot wasn't a terrible pitch. It was in a bit. It was about belt high, but it was in. It was borderline a strike. And it was just right what Califoot was looking for. And, well, he got every stitch of it. Galindo has 4 strikeouts through the first 2 innings. And he hasn't used overpowering velocity. Been mixing up speeds, mixing up locations. Whit Hughes up to bat. Catcher today, Hughes. Taps home plate, Galindo ready to go. Working from the first base side of the rubber. 71 misses away. 1-0. Galindo delivers. Wave and a miss. Hughes out on his front foot. One pitch misses away. 2-1. Leadoff hitter here in the third. 2-1 to Hughes. Swing and a jam shot over to first. Stubbs picks it up, easily wins the race to the bag, and it's 1 up, 1 down in the Hopper half of the third. Brings up the shortstop, Alex Pup. Pup struck out looking. Get the game started. Really, Galindo, he's given up 2 hits. Acevedo did a nice job getting the barrel on it, but wasn't hit super hard. The home run was really the only mistake. Ground ball to short. Wilcoxon fields it, throws to first, and Pup, retired by a step, was hustling down the line, but Wilcoxon made it look easy. 2 up, 2 down on a couple of ground balls. Galindo's retired the 3 batters since the home run. Luis Acevedo, I just mentioned, the only other Diamond Hopper to record a hit early on in this game. Galindo set. First pitch off the end of the bat. 0-1. Acevedo waits as Galindo delivers. Way late on the fastball, very clearly sitting off speed. That's how Galindo will get you. If you sit off speed and he comes with the fastball, it's again about a 20-mile-per-hour difference between the two. As the 0-2 slipped out of the hand of Galindo. 1-2. One, 2 from Galindo. Misses low and in. Count evens at 2-2. Galindo looking for strikeout number 5. High and away. And Acevedo has done a nice job working this count full. Galindo, the payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Backhand by Spears, can't hold on to it. And Acevedo reaches. We'll see how they score it. But either way, Acevedo on first with 2 away as Anthony Flores comes up to bat. They'll give Acevedo the hit. Flores up to bat, runner on, 2 away. 1-1 game here in the third. First pitch at 69 miles an hour. Breaking ball drops below the zone. That curveball had so much break to it. 1-0 fouled away to bring it to 1-1. It was a 2-out shot last inning that got the Diamond Hoppers on the board. Ball and a strike, the delivery. In the dirt, nice job by Crump to keep it in front. And a rare hitter's count. 2-1. Flores lined out into left. Stevenson took away the hit in his initial at-bat of the evening. Three balls and a strike. Galindo surrenders his first walk. And now there's 2 aboard with 2 away. And the ever-dangerous Joe Burt comes up to bat. He has more RBIs than hits early in the season. He's been struggling to get the base knocks, but when he's had opportunities to drive in runs, he's come through. 7 RBIs, 6 hits. Average right below the Mendoza line of 200. First pitch misses inside, 1-0. Chance to add to both those stats. 2 on and 2 away. Galindo finds himself in a little bit of a pinch for the first time today. The 1-0 called strike. And that low outside corner, 1-1. The 1-1, 67 on the gun as it misses inside. I think that's a new low for the night. But when you go 67 and you can bring, his fastball's reached about 86, 87. That is quite the contrast. 83 on the sidearm. Misses outside, and it's 3-1. And an inning that started with a couple of groundouts. A tough play at third that Spears couldn't nab, and the walk. Let's put runners on first and second. And with the count running full on Joe Burke, both Acevedo at second and Flores at first will be off with the pitch. Big lead off of second for Acevedo. No one holding on. Yoshida starts to creep over a hair. 3-2. Swing and a flare into left field. Acevedo on the move. He takes the turnaround third, and he's in to score. Moving from first to third, Flores, and it's an RBI base knock for Joe Burke. The Diamond Hoppers take the lead here in the third inning. All with 2 away. Single walk, single. Brian Schellenbarger trying to keep it going. Each of the 2 Diamond Hopper runs have been scored with 2 away. And the first 2 outs of both those innings, Galindo looks like he was in cruise control. Misses to start off to Schellenbarger. The 1-0. Wave and a miss. Schellenbarger chased away. 1-1. The 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center. Another 2-out knock. Drives in a run. Schellenbarger golfed it just off the ground. Brings in Flores. And 3 2-out hits. And the Diamond Hoppers have a 3-1 lead. And we'll get time called. Have a meeting on the mound. As again, inning started. Whit Hughes bounced out to the first baseman, Stubbs. Pup grounded out to short, and it was pretty routine inning. And then a tough play on Spears. They gave Acevedo the single. Flores works a walk. Burke singles. Schellenbarger singles. They each drive in a run, and it's 3-1 for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. As they bring out like a tongue depressor to try and just chip away some of that dirt. Again, it rained really from about 10 a.m. this morning to 5:45, 6:15-ish. If you've been joining us the whole time, you would have known that we filmed our pregame in the dugout because it was coming down pretty well. First pitch to Chris O'Neill, called strike. That's the dirt has a little extra moisture in it today. The 0-1. Swing and a tapper, foul. 0-2 on O'Neill. He went down swinging his first time up. Galindo Trying to get out of this third inning. Spiraled a bit. The 0-2 to O'Neill. Swing and a foul. Out on his front foot, but was able just to fight it off. You'll see another pitch. The 0-2 hit right back to Galindo. The quick reactions glove it, and O'Neill is out. But that will be the end of the inning. That's our fifth third out of the game. But a couple runs score on the Joe Burke and Bryant Schellenbarger single. We head to the bottom of the third. 3-1 Diamond Hoppers. You're watching the USPBL Network.
First State Bank is a locally owned and operated business.
Hey, Johnny.
We're part
All
of your
right, Jimmy.
community. At fsbcares.com, you'll find ways that we're making a difference by featuring locally owned and operated businesses, providing access to helpful financial resources, and engaging with community. fsbcares.com is part of our commitment to the neighborhood, because strong neighbors mean stronger communities. Where good neighbors do great things. Member FDIC and equal.
Three 3-1. Diamond Hoppers on top is Ryan Carolden. Back on the mound for the Hoppers. He will face the top of the Beaver order. Chris Davis, Rudy Ramirez, J.D. Stubbs. Davis walked his first time up. Carolden had a long time on the bench. That was a pretty lengthy half inning. It's been a long first third of the game. But Carolden hoping for a fairly quick bottom of the third. 3-1 Diamond Hoppers. As Chris Davis comes up to bat, he did not get any pitch to swing out. It was 4 straight. We have time called. And just had a few fans on the right field line that were here with the group and were on the field in between innings have to work their way back to their seats. And it looks like all the fans are back under the umbrellas down the right field line. Tell you what, that seems to be one of the more popular spots down the lines. Seems like those spots are filled every single night. Appreciate all the fans that have braved the weather. They did cooperate again. About 45 minutes to an hour before game time, the rain stopped and held off. Davis hits a fly ball to left field, playable for Califoot. Brings it in about a step from the track. Davis gave it a ride. He heads back to the dugout as Rudy Ramirez comes up to bat. Grounded out to the first baseman, Burke, in his first at-bat. Carolden in the windup. First pitch over for a strike. Came with the changeup. Starting Ramirez with the off-speed. Carolden wastes no time. The 0-1 fouled straight back. 0-2. 2 pitches below 80 miles an hour. And we've seen Carolden, I believe he's topped out at 96 tonight. The righty into the motion. Swinging a ground ball right back at Carolden. He'll jog to first, underhand it to Burke. And Ramirez is down on the ground out. J.D. Stubbs comes up to bat. Doubled in a run his first time up. Nobody on, 2 away. And 2 up, 2 down here in the third. Stubbs poked it down the left field line his first time up. First pitch from Carolden. Just misses that low outside corner. Not a bad pitch. Hughes tried to sell it too. Like the idea from Carolden. 1-0. Misses 2-0. Stubbs wait. Good hitters count. 2-0. Hot shot on the ground, but foul down the right field line. You know, they went to one of our cameramen by the Diamond Hopper dugout. Crew does an excellent job. The 2-1, ground ball up the middle, but Pup had him played perfectly. Throw from behind the bag, and the stretch from Burke retires Stubb. Carolden gets the Beavers down in order, 1, 2, 3. We've played 3 complete. Diamond Hoppers have a 3-1 edge. You're watching the USPBL Network.
There are many things you can rely on in this world, like a sunny day brightening your mood, your mom baking the world's best apple pie, and never a dull moment in running your business. And when it comes to time-consuming HR tasks, you can rely on Tryon. Tryon can handle payroll and taxes, employee benefits, and more, so you can stay focused on attracting and retaining the best talent. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and reset our life around zapping stuff and cheering for stuff with your friends. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Top of the 4th inning. As you can see in the scoreboard in the back, the video of Francis Florentino learning that he was signed by the Minnesota Twins, the 3rd player signed out of the USPBL. He was with the West Side Woolly Mammoths. And Florentino, well, a much-deserved congratulations to him. He heads to the Twins organization, joins 2 other USPBL alumni in Kyle Bischoff and Jake Wazinski. 49th player in the league's history to sign a major league or the major league organization. Congratulations to him. Here in the top of the 4th, Jesse Galindo back on the mound. He faces the bottom third of the order, Califoot, Maddox, Hughes. Califoot got the scoring started for the Diamond Hoppers with the solo shot back in the 2nd inning. In the top of the 4th, 3-1 Diamond Hoppers. The 1-0. Nips the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Galindo working from the stretch at all times, delivers the 1-1. Chopper to first. Foul ball, says the base umpire. It'll just be strike 2. It was close to hopping over the bag. 1-2, and well, that's not too dissimilar of what happened to Califoot before he hit the home run. He had a pop-up in foul territory that Spears almost made a great play on. 1-2 outside, 2-2. Been a cool Friday night. Overcast skies, the 2-2 inside 3-2. The leadoff hitting Joe Califoot. In between innings, they had some of our field crew out adding new dirt to the mound, trying to farm it a bit in between innings. See if we can notice any difference. The 3-2 fouled back. Califoot battling. Lead off the fourth. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Galindo gets the sign, comes set. The 3-2. Swing and a hot shot. Foul down the right field line. And Califoot barreled that one up. He was a bit on his front foot. But if that's another foot to the left, that has extra bases written all over it. And depending on how deep it gets into that right field corner, that's one of the few spots where you can get into triple territory. Galindo set. The payoff once again. Missed low, ball 4. And that's a heck of an at-bat from Joe Califoot. See, some guys after they hit a home run, they'll get a little excited, try to repeat that. That was a very patient and mature at-bat from Califoot. Todd Maddox up to bat, went down swinging back in the second inning. Galindo. First pitch, sidearm delivery, picks that low outside corner. The 0-1. Swing and a fly ball to left field right at Stevenson. Maddox barreled it up and hit right at the left fielder, 1 on, 1 away. For Whit Hughes. You see JJ, hard at work as always, our bat dog. Hughes got jammed last time up. In on the hands, and it was a weak grounder over to Stubbs at first. Ground ball right side, finds a hole into the outfield. Jumped all over the first pitch, and Hughes gets a base knock. Runners on first and second. Only 1 away as Alex Pup comes up to bat. Califoot in scoring position, Hughes at first. Galindo looking for that double play ball. First pitch over, low outside corner for strike 1. Galindo delivers. Fly ball, right field line. That slices out of play. Foul. Off an umbrella. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 away. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Beavers scored in the bottom of the first, but the Diamond Hoppers have put up runs in each of the second and third innings. Trying to do it here in the 4th. The 0-2. Check swing. And the appeal, well, they pointed down to first, but the field umpire was not in the position, and they're going to say he held up. See the field umpire right there. That's not exactly the best spot to see if he broke the plane. It's a moot point as Pup strikes out. Second time he's gone down on strikes tonight. With 2 on and 2 away, the 2-hitter, Luis Acevedo, comes up to bat. He has 2 hits on the day. Acevedo out of Venezuela, went to Weber International. Watches ball one go by. If he can find a base hit and add another run to that total, already off to a hot start. And on the hands, 2-0. Acevedo takes the deep breath. Galindo settles in, the 2-0. Low and away, 3-0. Anthony Flores would be next, 0 for 1 today. Did walk, later came around to score. 3-0. Get me over pitch, got over. 3-1. Acevedo looking for his third hit of the day. We're only in the fourth. 3-1. At the knees, 3-2. Galindo trying to battle back. Runners will be off with the pitch. Big RBI spot for Acevedo. Swing and a miss over top of the off speed, in on the hands. And Galindo back-to-back strikeouts to get out of the jam. Diamond Hoppers get 2 aboard, can't do anything with them. Score stays at 3-1. We head to the bottom of the fourth, and we'll send it down to Carol Wolfbauer.
Practicing their small game on the green. Well, I have Matt here with me today. He's going to get 5 shots, and he has to get at least one of them in this hula hoop over here. All right, Matt, you ready? All right, he's ready, and he's got his kids here with him today, so this dad's ready. First shot. Oh, just missed. We got 4 more, though. There it is. Good job, Matt. Let's see another one. Let's see how many he can get. 2, that's 2. One more, Matt, and we'll get back to some baseball. Oh, good try, but he got 2 for 4, so we're sitting home with a t-shirt today. Let's hear it from Matt one more time. Good job, Matt. How do you feel after that, man?
Real good.
He's feeling electric. All right, let's send him back up to Johnny in the booth.
In the bottom of the fourth inning, 3-1, Diamond Hoppers in the lead. Ryan Carolden has settled in nicely. Since he gave up that RBI double back in the first inning, he's given up just 2 base runners. 1 was an error, 1 was a walk. He erased the walk with a double play. Last inning went 1-2-3. Carolden's done a very nice job. Now, I do have to admit, a little bit of bias. I also, an alumni of Wayne State, where Ryan Carolden made his name for himself. But I think the numbers for Carolden speak for themselves, that he has done an excellent job. As Malik Bolin comes up to bat, went down swinging the first time up. But he has a lot of pop in that bat. If he barrels one up, it'll carry a ways. First pitch chopped on the ground to third. Maddox throws across the diamond. And Bolin dispatched of rather quickly. Ground out gets us started. Tremaine Spears up to bat. There's JJ. I'll never get tired of watching JJ. I could do this job for 50 years. I'd be excited every time JJ goes out. Spears, first pitch, called strike. The curveball that dropped in. Umpire has a bit of a delayed right hand. He'll think about it for a minute, which I'd rather have that than hurry to make the call and not make the correct one. But he waits there for a moment. When these guys are painting the corner, sometimes
wondering at which way he's going to go with it. The 1-1. Low and away, 2-1. Beavers with only one hit today. That was the aforementioned double from J.D. Stubbs. 2-1 chopper, fair ball. Maddox across the diamond. Nice stretch by Burke. 2 up, 2 down on a couple of ground outs over to Todd Maddox. That brings up Luke Stevenson. Still looking for that first professional hit. Stevenson waits as Carolden delivers. Over for a strike with the curveball. Now, these two have a long history against each other. Played high school in the same conference, the Blue Water Area Conference. Carolden at Yale, Stevenson at Algonac. Oh, two familiar foes. The 1-1. Missed. 2-1. Maybe if Hughes can stick that. Get that call, but pitcher, batter, and catcher all played against each other. Only thing that's changed is the uniforms in the league. The 2-1 is fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carolden hasn't had high strikeout numbers tonight, only 2. And coming in to the night, the ball's popped up right side of the infield is have to put a pin in it as Stevenson pops out for the second time tonight. And for the second straight inning, the Beavers go down in order. We've played 4 complete. 3-1, Diamond Hoppers on top. You're watching the US PBL Network.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
Here in the 5th, 3-1 Diamond Hoppers over the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. Brady Beaton here with you tonight as Jesse Galindo out with a 5th inning of work. He will face the heart of the Diamond Hopper order, Flores, Burke, Schellenbarger. As Galindo has had to labor through the last couple of innings. The walks haven't been an issue. He's only walked 1, but the strike throwing the last couple of innings has been down in counts and has allowed the Diamond Hoppers take a more patient approach. And when you're more of a soft tosser like Galindo, as you work through a second and third time, even against any pitcher, that's when the batting averages spike up. But against a a guy that throws a lot of junk, more of a crafty pitcher. You start to see, all right, this is how each will break, and with the sidearm slot, with the overhand, mixing that up, you get used to that as well. One ball, one strike to Flores. One. Slow tapper to the left side. Spears picks it up. Double clutches, throws the first. And a hustling Flores nearly beat it out. There's one away here in the fifth. Joe Burke up to bat. Singled home a run his last time up. Makes him 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI. Galindo could use a quiet inning. Swing and a flare into right field coming in. Bolin never had a shot. Base hit for Burke. Back-to-back knocks for the Diamond Hopper first baseman. 1 on, 1 away for Bryant Schellenbarger. Schellenbarger, single and a strikeout today. First pitch, swing, and a high pop-up, not deep. Stevenson coming in, settles under it, gloves it for out number 2. Chris O'Neill up to bat. Strikeout and a weak tap out last time. Galindo. Looking for one of those, a settle down inning. First pitch, wave and a miss from O'Neill. Up high, couldn't wait back. No balls and a strike. Rung too high up the ladder. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Diamond Hoppers have scored all 3 of their runs with 2 away. 2 outs here in the 5th. Looking for another encore performance. Hot shot foul. Would have had a chance to score Burke from first. If he tucks it inside the line, gets down in the corner. That has to feel good for O'Neill. I know it's just a foul ball, but to barrel one up, know you're on him. See if he can straighten that one out, or if Galindo can make the requisite adjustment. Runner on first, 2 away. The 1-2 to Chris O'Neill. Swing and a line shot into left field. Weighted back a bit more, and Chris O'Neill does straighten it out for a 2-out single. Diamond Hoppers threatening again in the 5th. Joe Califoot comes up to bat. Home run and a walk. Off of second, Burke. Off of first, O'Neill. Califoot watches ball 1 miss up the ladder. One and 0. Hot shot foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Diamond Hoppers threatening in the 5th. 3-1. The Eastside Diamond Hoppers on top. Count now 1-2 on Joe Califoot. Got the scoring started for the Diamond Hoppers in the 2nd with a 2-out solo shot. Now with a couple runners on, let's see if he can find a gap. Fouled. Count remains 1-2. There's some action in the bullpen for the Diamond Hoppers, for the Beavers. Believe that is Ryan Mann. Galindo trying to get out of the fifth. Limit the damage. 1-2. Another foul ball and Califoot battling. Did a nice job his last time up. Battled, eventually worked the walk. Todd Maddox waits in the on-deck circle. But Galindo's still ahead in the count, 1-2. Galindo set the 1-2 again. Low and away. It's a nice job from Califoot. He's shown a very patient approach. Sometimes you get in swing mode and you're just trying to protect. Did a nice job laying off a pitch that wasn't too terribly off the plate. Pitch misses in, gets away from Crump. Batters move up a station. Counts 3-2. 2 runners in scoring position. Galindo in trouble. Walking the bases loaded. 2 away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Galindo set. The pitch. Wave and a miss. Got him with the changeup. Califoot dropped to the knee. Couldn't make contact, and Galindo gets his 7th strikeout of the day to get out of the jam. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 Diamond Hoppers here on the USPBL network.
You dreamed of starting a company, not an HR department, but your business has grown fast, and so have the complexities of payroll and taxes, benefits administration, and other HR functions. That's why your business needs a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions. Tryon provides businesses of all sizes access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
It's Carol Wolfbauer here with Ryan Kotke, the Eastside Diamond Hoppers manager. Now, it's been a rainy day here at Jimmy John's Field, but that hasn't stopped the Hoppers from having an amazing offense tonight. Even Joseph Califoot, new guy, and hit his first professional home run today.
Yeah, he's been locked in since he's got here. I mean, the weather hasn't been great since we started, but at the same time, I mean, the crowd's still here. The guys are battling in the box, and we're putting it together right now.
And how has the team chemistry been with these new guys like Joseph?
Fantastic. Our clubhouse has never been an issue. I mean, the guys that we bring in are high character guys as well as good athletes, so it's been a good fit.
Really glad to see you guys have an effective offense after coming off a rough game last night, and hopefully we'll pull it out here for the Diamond Hoppers. Once again, I'm Carol Wolfbauer. This is Ryan Kotke, and we'll send it back up to Brady in the booth.
Thanks, Carol. When it's time for baseball,
Thank you. You're the best. Thank you.
Ale, the iconic American IPA from Bell's Brewery, Comstock, Michigan. Please drink responsibly. Diamond Hoppers and the Beavers in the bottom of the 5th inning as Alex Crump leads us off. Crump, Yoshida, Wilcoxon coming up. As Carolden, it's the first pitch on the ground. Crump bounces out. Nice skip into the glove of Burke. 1 pitch, 1 out. Shoma Yoshida up to bat. Worked a walk and is only at bat of the game so far. Beavers have been, well, in knots. Haven't been able to do much since the J.D. Stubbs RBI double. That's their only hit of the game. And Ryan Carolden did a very nice job settling in after a bit of a rocky start. 0-1. The 0-1. Now 0-2 to Yoshida. Carolden works into the windup. Swing and a miss. 91 on the gun from Carolden. And there's 2 away. Ben Wilcoxon comes up to bat. 3-1 Diamond Hoppers. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Carolden. First pitch. Misses, ball 1. Second time through the order, he's been perfect. A lot of weak contact. 1-1. Wilcoxon grounded into the 5-3 double plays last time up. 2-1. Pitch missed a bit low. Wilcoxon waits. Catches that outer part of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just grabbed that low outside corner. Carolden looking for his 3rd straight 1-2-3 frame. Ground ball left side, gloved on a dive by Maddox. Onto his feet, throws across the diamond, and he retires Wilcoxon. Todd Maddox steals a hit away from Ben Wilcoxon. And the Beavers are down in order. We've played 5, 3-1 Diamond Hoppers on top. You're watching the US PBL Network.
We build roads, bridges, wind farms, and pipelines, schools to skyscrapers. Our members create monuments. We operate. We're the operators and mechanics behind the advanced heavy machines that move Michigan forward. We maintain boilers and HVAC. Our members run the complex heating and cooling systems that we all depend on. Our training is second to none, and safety is our priority. We are Operating Engineers 324, and we keep Michigan running.
Check your checking. If your account doesn't get you pumped, amped, or geeked, make the switch to Genius Checking from Genesis Credit Union. It's just genius.
Top of the 6th inning. Diamond Hoppers have settled into this game nicely. They lead 3-1 as we have a new arm on the mound for the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. Bring in Ryan Mann, the very tall right-handed pitcher. Stands 6'5" out of Georgia Gwinnett College. Man comes at you with a 5-pitch repertoire. Has a 4-seam fastball, a knuckle curve, a circle change, a slider, and a 2-seam fastball. Man trying to keep the lead right, or keep the deficit where it's at in his 18 innings of work. Has a 4 ERA. The Beavers have had traffic on the base paths basically every inning since the first. And now, after she's been hard at work, we welcome in Kara Wolfbauer. Kara, thank you for making your way up to the booth and joining us.
Thanks for having me, Brady. I hope you guys have enjoyed all the segments so far tonight. I've got a couple more up my sleeve, so I'll be back down there. Yes, I have been busy, but I like it. I get to meet all the kids, really talk to everybody. Even though it looks like it's raining pretty hard, it's tolerable out there. I like it, and it's still a great day for baseball.
It's coming down again. It's hard to tell sometimes from up here. I've been dry up in the booth. I know they've been getting a bit wet down there on the field. But Ryan Mann coming in, and the Diamond Hoppers have done a nice job settling in. And you just got a chance to talk with Coach Kotke.
Yes, well, when I talked with Ryan Kotke, was that, especially last night, Hoppers not coming off their best game. The Unicorns ended up coming out on top and not earned runs. 2 walks, hit by pitch, and then a wild pitch to send the guy on third home. Very tough go for the Hoppers.
Ground ball to second. Yoshida picks it up. Easy flip to first. And Hughes out rather quickly.
But it's been a quick turnaround for these Hoppers. Now they have 8 hits on the day and performing very well, up 3-1.
Was Maddox that ground out? They had Hughes up there pretty quickly. Crossed myself up, but Hughes coming up to bat, singled and grounded out in 2 at-bats.
Ryan Mann, too, very tall, commanding presence on that mound.
You're saying right before you got in here, 6'5". That pitch registered about 90 on the gun. So you go from Galindo, who's a lot of off-speed, a lot of junk, and now you have Mann. When he delivers, he looks like he's already halfway to home plate. Especially
on our high mound here at Jimmy John's Field. That's a daunting presence on the mound to look up to, especially for Whit Hughes here. He's already a tall guy, but you have to think about that height difference coming in there and what it looks like for you.
And the Beavers have they've been struggling since that first inning. It was a fairly quiet first, and then ever since the Califoot home run, they've been able to be scrappy with 2 outs. Ground ball left side past both Spears and Wilcoxon, each on a dive. But Hughes finds his second base hit of the game, and Beavers throwing it around a bit. Doesn't hurt anything, but man.
Glad to see Whit Hughes coming out on top today, though. Now 2 for 2. He's been struggling a little bit this season, batting average in the 100s, but really big captain on the field, and it's nice to see him coming out and being more effective offensively as well.
Well, the defense has been there. It's been the offense. I think he had 3 hits coming into the day, so nearly doubling it, and we're only in the 6th. Likely get another at-bat. Actually guaranteed to get another at-bat. The first pitch to Pup. This is low and away, and Pup has struggled a bit. A ground out sandwiched in between 2 strikeouts. He had a big fly last night, but struggling out of the leadoff spot here on Friday.
Well, we saw Pup out here last year, so he's used to the field at Jimmy John's Field, but in baseball, you're always making adjustments. New guys coming in, it's always a different game.
Tailing away from Davis, drops down, and, right on cue, Alex Pup with a single. That is the 10th hit of the day for the Diamond Hoppers, and they've been swinging the bat really well tonight.
Just as we were speaking about Alex Pup struggling a little bit on the day, gets his base hit. Really happy to see him get that in there. I actually think he's a great leadoff hitter, and he's extremely fast. Great footwork over there at shortstop.
He is one of the smoother infielders you will see, and now his partner up the middle, Luis Acevedo up to bat, 2 for 3. First pitch breaking ball comes in. That's the knuckle curve. As you can see the rain coming down. Funny, the center field cam just looks like a normal overcast night.
Normal day of baseball,
right.
You'd say.
The close-up of Acevedo, you can really see that rain coming down hard. 0-2 on Acevedo.
It's interesting because it's not coming down as hard as it looks, actually. It's more of a light rain, so I think it's good enough for the guys that played tonight. But even Malik Bowen was saying that it was a little hard to see out there.
Acevedo goes down on strikes for the second time tonight. And there again, you can see the rain, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's coming down hard, but it's what it was doing all day. That sprinkly mist where it's just enough to be annoying.
And all day steady rain stays in the way. We kept looking at the forecast all day. 15 more minutes. Okay, we'll be done in a few minutes.
Right.
It'll stop. And it just kept adding on down to the hours.
It's basically been forming over top of us here at Jimmy John's Field. As Anthony Flores up to bat, 2 on, 2 away. First pitch misses low and away. Flores yet to join the hit parade, but he has reached on a walk, lined out, and grounded out. should be in the hit column, but Luke Stevenson had something to say about that back in the first.
I think Anthony Flores is a really exciting guy to watch at the plate.
Pitch got away from Crump. We'll have 2 runners in scoring position. Hughes up to third, Pup up to second.
We saw Flores with some anger yesterday. Got hit in the hand, said a couple words, but the guys went their separate ways. Went to first base, and the game moved on. But understand the frustration, but glad to see him back out here tonight with no injuries.
Well, that's the worst part to get. Hey, you can take one in the back or in the thigh. You have a little bit of protection. The hand, wrist, forearm area, not too much to cushion as a major league pop-up. Middle of the infield, Yoshida and Wilcoxon eventually get the communication in order, and Flores pops out to end the inning as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-1 Diamond Hoppers. You're watching the USPBL Network.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and discover the funner you hidden within you. The you that doesn't think about adult things and stuff. Ashley, I don't want to hear anything about your car registration when we're at Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
The you want to be. Let the Dave & Buster's method illuminate you. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
Back here at Jimmy John's Field in the USPBL, Friday night fireworks. 3-1 Diamond Hoppers. Scoring has stagnated since the 3rd inning. And the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers, well, their offense yet to be found. They have not recorded a hit since the 1st inning. Carolden back out for the 6th inning of work. And he has been one of the guys that has been given a lot of leeway, especially with the Diamond Hoppers having 3 games this weekend. They played last night. They'll play these Beavers again Sunday. You don't want to use too much of your bullpen. And Ryan Carolden, after, well, by his standards, a not-so-great shaky 1st inning, since then, it's been 1 walk, and that's his only blemish. The only other base runner came on an error. Chris Davis led off the game with a walk for the Beavers batting. Flied out to left last time, gave it a ride. First pitch swinging, popped up and out of play. Carol Wolfbauer working back down for some of her other segments. She stays very busy. If you ever come to a game here at Jimmy John's Field, you'll see her running around, doing a little bit of everything. The 0-1 misses away, 1-1. Davis, backdoor breaking ball, catches the zone. That misty rain continues to fall. 1-2 fouled away. Carolden's still coming 91 on the gun. But I do have to say, hats off to our crew here at Jimmy John's. The field, at least from the booth, again, it's hard to tell, but from the booth, looks like it's holding up really well. 1-2, wave and a miss. Fastball overpowered Davis. Only the 4th strikeout of the day for Carolden. As Rudy Ramirez comes up to bat, a couple of ground outs today. Rudy Ramirez. Again, was Carolden's teammate about 45 days ago. First pitch breaking ball inside for strike one. Ramirez thought it was too far inside. 0-1. Carolden in the windup delivers. Tapper straight back foul. And one of the reasons why Carolden has turned the ship around is in the first 2 innings. First pitch strikes just weren't there. He was falling behind in counts. Good opportunity for hitters to be patient. Since then, he has been pounding the zone. Up 0-2 on Ramirez. Weak chopper up the middle. Pup comes up, fields it. Sidearm throw. Retires Ramirez. That is a dozen in a row retired by Carolden. You see him trying to dig some of the dirt out of the spikes. J.D. Stubbs has the only Beaver hit of the day. Swings at the first pitch. Hits it a mile in the air into shallow left field. Pup coming over from short and brings it in for out number 3. For the 4th straight inning, the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers go down in order. We head to the 7th. Still 3-1 Diamond Hoppers here on the USPBL Network.
Thanks, Johnny. All right, Jimmy John's Field. I sense that there's a lucky row out here somewhere, but I heard they only get picked if they're loud enough, so I'm looking around, still trying to figure it out. All right, the lucky row is section 104, row 13. You guys are our lucky row. Yeah, girl, you're excited. You guys get a voucher to Hamlin Pub for a little medium pan pizza with 1 topping. Congratulations, guys, and enjoy that pizza at Hamlin's Pub for me.
Here in the 7th, 3-1 Diamond Hoppers on top of the Beavers. Ryan Mann out for a 2nd inning of relief, as it looks like the rain may have slowed up a bit here in downtown Utica. Brady Beaton with you. 2 more games this weekend. Well, 3 more games, 2 more dates. Tomorrow, the Mammoths and the Unicorns will have a pair of 6-inning doubleheaders. And then on Sunday, we'll run this matchup back at 1 o'clock. Tomorrow, 5:30 and 7:30. Thank you so much for joining wherever you are watching from. Hope you've been staying dry as the Diamond Hoppers send up the middle of their order. 4, 5, 6. Joe Burke, Bryant Schellenbarger, Chris O'Neill. First pitch from Mann, breaking ball. Couldn't quite come through the front door. That's a pretty good first pitch. Maybe a bit up high, but I like the idea from Mann. The 1-0 to Burke. That one too far inside, 2-0. Burke ahead in the count, 2-0. He has 2 singles to his name and an RBI. Been a pretty good night for Burke. 3-0. Mann goes into the motion. Fastball caught a lot of the plate for strike 1, like Burke was taking. Three-1 on its way. Swing and a drive to center field. Davis charging, going back. That's over his head all the way to the wall. Burke around first to second, and he cruises into second with a lead-off double. Took it the opposite way, and that ball just kept carrying. 3rd hit of the night for Joe Burke. And the leadoff double, the 11th hit of the day for the Diamond Hoppers as Bryant Schellenbarger comes up to bat. Oh, it's been 3 runs on 11 hits. Now, you like the 11 hits, but if you're Ryan Cockey and Mike Rice, you're probably sitting in the dugout going, come on, guys, we have 11 hits. Can we get a couple more runs out of them? Leadoff double certainly has them in business here in the 7th. First pitch, Schellenbarger has to dance out of the way, and Burke up to third. Now Schellenbarger just needs to do a job. Fly ball, ground ball up the middle. Add a little bit to this lead. Man. Looks in, comes set. Wave and a miss. Schellenbarger couldn't extend 1-1. And comes set. The tall righty delivers. Wave and a miss. Schellenbarger's been chasing that pitch away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Man looking for a quiet out, a strikeout, a pop out. Something that keeps Burke over at third. Schellenbarger used his time out. The 1-2. In the dirt. Crump did a nice job staying in front of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Burke will have to stay on third. Two and 2. Man's come set. The pitch. Way outside. Easy take for Schellenbarger. Man last inning gave up a couple hits, but ultimately got out of the jam. The payoff pitch to Schellenbarger. Swing and a drive to left field. Stevenson goes back, makes the catch on a back pedal, and Burke will easily jog in. So Schellenbarger does the job, elevates into left field, gets the sac fly RBI, and it's 4-1. Diamond Hoppers on top of the Beavers. Nobody on with 1 away. Chris O'Neill up to bat. Singled his last time up. First pitch buzzes the tower at 89. O'Neill understandably takes a moment to collect himself. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. O'Neill tardy on the fastball at 90. One. Man delivers. Swing and a towering fly ball. Fairly deep but playable to right field. Bolin over towards the line, brings it in for out number 2. Joseph Califoot up to bat. Since the home run, back in the second inning, it's been a walk and a strikeout. Man. Into the windup. First pitch breaking ball sneaks in the back door for strike 1. Oh and 1. Breaking ball doesn't have as much snap on it. Count goes to 1-1. Ryan Mann in his second inning of relief. Gave up a run here in the 7th to extend the lead to 4-1. Diamond Hoppers looking to get back to 500 after Well, they came back last night, and then in the bottom of the ninth gave up a run without giving up a hit. It was a couple of walks, a hit batter, and a pass ball. 2-1. Fastball called. Strike just got that outside part of the plate. The 2-2, Joseph Califoot. Defensive swing, fouls it off towards the third base side. When talking to Ryan Cockey about Joseph Califoot, trying to figure out who he was and what they got, he goes, well, basically any offensive hitting record at Edgewood College he has. The 2-2 misses low, 3-2. And, well, he started off pretty strong. Had a couple of hits last night. Got the first professional home run out of the way. Looking to reach for a third time tonight. The payoff pitch. Just misses that outside part of the plate. With that home plate umpire, with that delay, sometimes you have to hold on for a minute. And I was waiting for him to start the chainsaw. And Califoot goes down to first. Second walk worked of the night. Todd Maddox comes up to bat. Only one in the Diamond Hopper lineup not to reach base so far tonight. First pitch. Can't find the zone. 1-0. Hoppers have yet to record a 1-2-3 inning. Ground ball to the left side, working on the backhand. Wilcox in, but it eats him up. Tough hop. It'll be 2 on with 2 away for Whit Hughes. So they give Maddox the hit, and now every single batter in the Diamond Hoppers lineup has reached base. The only one without a hit is Anthony Flores, but he worked a walk and later came around to score. So it has been a complete team effort. 4-1 Diamond Hoppers. They're out hitting the Beavers 12-1. And you would think with such a disparity in hits, you'd have a little more of an advantage. But it hasn't been a waterfall of hits. It's been 2 here, 2 there, 1 this inning, and they've just been slowly adding them up. Hughes, wave and a miss. He's added 2 himself. Coming into today, he was hitting just 125, but a couple of hits have to increase the confidence a bit for Hughes. And now an RBI opportunity. Man set the pitch. Soft tapper foul. 1-2. One and two. Man trying to get out of the jam. Breaking ball froze Hughes, and he knew it. Nice pitch by Man to limit the damage in the 7th. But Joe Burke leadoff double and the sac fly RBI from Bryant Schellenbarger adds on to the lead. Stretch time here at Jimmy John's. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 4-1 Diamond Hoppers here on the USPBL Network. bottom of the 7th, and the Beavers searching for any sort of offense. They have been stymied the last 5 innings. Scored in the first, 0 cents. As Ryan Carolden out for the 7th. He's earned it. He has been electric. Thought maybe, all right, the league's figured him out a little bit in that first inning. It was a walk, a double from Stubbs. Carolden wasn't able to command as well in the first 2 innings. But, man, innings 3, 4, 5, and 6 have been absolutely dominant. And Carolden has earned this 7th. He's been perfect since the 2nd. First pitch to Malik Bolin. Misses inside for ball 1 with the changeup. The righty into the motion. Swinging a ground ball to Pup. Scoops it up, throws across, and make it another ground out. That is up to 14 retired in a row since he walked Shoma Yoshida back in the 2nd. Tremaine Spears will try his hand at Carolden. He's had no luck today. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Carolden, first pitch, just a bit outside. That was only Carolden's 81st pitch of the game. Number 82 misses low 2-0. But if you can keep it under 90 and get through 7 innings of work, that's about as efficient as you can ask a pitcher to be. Now, obviously, you can keep it below that as a line drive, and Spears figures out Carolden. Hard hit single breaks up the streak. That's the first base runner for the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers since the 3rd batter of the 2nd inning when Shoma Yoshida walked. That's the first hit for the Beavers since J.D. Stubbs in the 3rd batter of the ball game. Luke Stevenson up to bat. Has been retired rather quietly his first 2 at-bats. First pitch breaking ball called strike. 0-1. Carolden set. The pitch. Ground ball foul. Oh and 2 on Stevenson. He's popped out on the right side of the infield each of his first 2 at-bats. Carolden not fazed by working from the stretch. The 0-2. Swinging a hot shot. Fair down the left field line. That's extra bases for Stevenson. Hustling to third. Spears, he's being waved around. He will score without a throw. And Luke Stevenson, first professional hit, drives in a run, and it's a double for the young man from Algonac. 4-2 Diamond Hoppers still on top. But Stevenson turned down one and just tucked it in that third base line. I'm trying to stretch Carolden out through 7. And the Beavers are showing a bit of life. Carolden. First pitch, called strike on the fastball. Alex Crump 0 for 2 today, reached on an error and grounded out to short his last time up. Stevenson off of second. Have cut into the Diamond Hopper lead, at least answered the run that the Diamond Hoppers put up in the top of the 7th. 1 ball, 1 strike to Crump. He can find a base knock. Becomes a very different ball game. In the dirt, Hughes did a good job keeping it in front. 2-1. He was going out to have a word with his pitcher, Carolden. For 2 Diamond Hoppers, we are in the bottom of the 7th. It's been a wet one here at Jimmy John's Field, but I have to commend our crowd. Especially helps when you have the tables with umbrellas down the line. That's where most of them have been packed, or out in the Chevy Pavilion and left. The fans have braved the weather. 2-1. Swinging a chopper to third. Stays fair. Maddox picks it up. Looks Stevenson back to second. And retires Crump on the bounce out. Runner on second with 2 away for Shoma Yoshida. Hasn't put a ball in play yet today. He has walked and he has struck out. And there you see Luke Stevenson. Has to feel pretty good getting that first professional hit out of the way. Drives in a run. Yoshida batting from the left side. First pitch, fastball, misses high and away. Carolden, the velocity started to dip a little. Now he's mid to high 80s. Or I believe back into the second or third, he topped out at 96 with the fastball. Wave and a miss at the changeup. 1-1. Runner off the second, Luke Stevenson. Yoshida hits one on the ground, right side, into right field for a base knock. Schellenbarger picks it up, and they hold Stevenson at third. Schellenbarger put it on the money. And John Dombrowski made the right call, holding Stevenson at third. He would have been toast had they sent him. I know with 2 away, you like to be more aggressive, and Yoshida gets the base knock, his first of the day. But Schellenbarger has a cannon out there and right. And that could be the end of the day for Ryan Carolden. Ryan Cockey out. Doesn't look like he's going to pull his starter quite yet. Could be telling him, hey, this is your last batter. Do what you want with him. Runners on first and third. 2 away in the 7th. 1 run already home on the Luke Stevenson RBI double. And they're going to give Carolden a little more leash. Ben Wilcoxon bounced out to third in each of his first 2 at-bats. This is the most life the Beavers have shown since the 2nd inning. Diamond Hoppers out hitting the Beavers 12-4. The Diamond Hoppers haven't been able to push across a lot of runs, a lot of left on base. Wilcoxon, runners on the corners and 2 away. Ground ball up the middle, base hit, 4-3 ball game. Wilcoxon with his first hit of the night. Drives in the run. And the Beavers are a base hit away from tying this game up in the 7th.
At Ascension, Michigan, we're committed to...
Chris Davis, 0 for 2 today. The walk. First pitch misses up high. 1-0. There's some action in the bullpen. It looks like Stelling warming up the lefty. The 1-0 misses low and inside. Davis is not someone you want to face in this situation. 2 home runs on the year, hitting just shy of 300. I'd say he's due. 4th time he's seen Carolden tonight. Called strike, 2-1. Yoshida off of second. Wilcoxon off of first. 5 hits on the day for the Beavers. 4 have come in this inning. Make it 5 in the inning as Yoshida waved around third. The throw to the plate, up the line. We've got ourselves a tie ball game. Back-to-back singles. And Davis gets his first of the night. And the Beavers have gotten to Carolden here in the 7th. And we are tied at 4. And now Ryan Cockey will make the trip to the mound before Rudy Ramirez comes up to bat. And that will be the end of the line for Ryan Carolden. Magnificent through 6. The 7th, just a bit too much. Line not closed on him yet, as we have a new pitcher coming in. It will be the lefty, Christian Stelling. The Oakland alum will be on the mound when we come back. Tied at 4 here in the bottom of the 7th on the US PBL Network.
At Ascension, Michigan, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare. Our nationally recognized heart program is the leader throughout Michigan in minimally invasive heart valve procedures. For joint replacement, spine, and cancer care, patients choose our specialists for advanced care and treatment. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Christian Stelling warming up for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. He is out of Oakland University, but originally from Missouri. Another tall lefty. There is a height requirement, it seems like, to be a pitcher for the Diamond Hoppers. He comes in at 6'3", 190 pounds. And this past year at Oakland, ERA wasn't the best. It was in the 6s in 35 innings of work. Biggest problem for him, 24 walks in those 35 innings, but he was nearly a strikeout an inning at 30 punch-outs. And he has a mess that he inherits with 2 on and 2 away runners on the corners. And Rudy Ramirez coming up to bat. Christian Stelling, his first outing as a pro ball player, and as I just mentioned, not going to be an easy spot for him to come into. Stelling comes at you with, well, a pretty simple 3-pitch mix. Same thing we saw from Carolden. Four-seam fastball, curveball, and a changeup. Lefty facing Ramirez. First pitch. Swing and a shot foul down the right field line. The lefty brings the arms over the head, holds it at belt height. The 0-1. Just misses the plate away with the fastball. Coming in at 85. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wilcoxon at third, Davis at first. The pitch. Up high, 2-1. Stelling. Delivers right back up the middle on a base knock. The Beavers have the lead here in the 7th. Rudy Ramirez, the RBI base hit. And after being lost, couldn't find a hit, couldn't figure anything out. Apparently, the 7th inning stretch got them loose. 6 hits here in the 7th have been good for 4 runs. And the Beavers have the lead. And this game's been flipped on its head. J.D. Stubbs up to bat. Doubled back in the first. Been held quiet since, but it's a rally for the Beavers. Pitch misses low. Hughes gets in front of it, holds Davis at second. Davis on second, Ramirez on first. The Beavers with the lead. Swing and a hot shot, but foul. Stubbs looked a bit skyward as he knows if he straightens that out, that could be 2 RBIs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stelling. Gets the sign, comes set. Waits, the 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Acevedo is cut off by Pup. The spin, the throw, and Stubbs is retired. So heck of a play by Alex Pup to stop the bleeding, but 4 runs come across the score on 6 hits in the inning. We head to the 8th, and the Beavers have played the reverse card. They lead it 5-4, and we will throw it down to Kara Wolfbauer.
Detroit Chevy Dealers fan of the game. This is Richard, and there's a few reasons why we chose him. First of all, he's a goofball. Look how he has the Chevy and the D hat on. How could we not choose him? But if you were to take off that hat, you would see a U.S. Navy hat, and he served for 6 years in the submarine service. So let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much for your service, Richard. And he worked for years in special education, so he just keeps serving everybody. But now Richard is our winner today, because how could he not be? But you guys can be winners too. Take a look up at that scoreboard and scan that QR code. Let me see those phones come out. You can get a chance to win 4 front row tickets to the championship game. And Richard comes to the games all the time, he said, so who knows, you could give him a wave at the championship game. So get out those phones, scan that QR code. If you see Richard, give him a congratulations. All right, let's send it up to the guys in the booth.
You can't beat it.
Thanks, Carol. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with the 8th inning here on the USPBL Network.
At Ascension, Michigan, we're committed to being your first choice for healthcare. Our nationally recognized heart program is the leader throughout Michigan in minimally invasive heart valve procedures. For joint replacement, spine, and cancer care, patients choose our specialists for advanced care and treatment. And we also excel in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers on top of the Diamond Hoppers after a 4-run 7th inning. Here in the top of the 8th, top of the order, due up for the Diamond Hoppers is Ryan Mann. Has been asked to go a 3rd inning in relief. First pitch, swing, drive, left field. It's carrying, and it is gone. Tie game. Alex Pup, 2 home runs, 2 nights. Tie ball game. He's pumped up. And that Beavers lead lasted all of one pitch. Pup had one home run all of last season. In the past 2 nights, he has 2. How about that for a response from the Diamond Hoppers? 5-5 here in the 8th. Luis Acevedo up to bat. Breaking ball drops in for a strike. 0-1. Alex Pup pumped up after that game-tying home run. Acevedo swings and misses quickly, 0-2. The 0-2, wave and a miss. And a nice bounce back from Mann sets Acevedo down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Anthony Flores up to bat. Flores lined out, walked, grounded out, popped out. First pitch to Flores, called strike, 0-1. Man into the motion, swing and a chopper foul, 0-2. And I know it's potentially only one extra inning, but the Diamond Hoppers playing 3 games in 4 nights. I'm sure they would like to play or keep the games as quick as possible, and they just had a knack for keeping them close. The 0-2 hits Flores. Man upset with himself. Those are the ones that, well, get the manager's blood pressure up. You have him 0-2, and a curveball catches him in the leg. Now Joe Burke comes up to bat. First pitch to Burke. Called strike, 0-1. Pick off to first, back in standing Flores. Burke 3 for 4 today. Already has had a good night. 4-hit ball game can really bump up that average early in the season. The 1-1 misses 2-1. Next pitch. Ooh, he fouled it off his foot. That can't feel good. One and two as Burke has to walk it off. A lot of the times those aren't, or you hope those aren't injuries, but even if it catches you, if it hits you right in that ankle bone or on the top of the foot, that's one that just throbs for a bit. Burke seems to be all right. Man comes set, throws over. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One on, one away. Alex Pup tied it up with the leadoff home run. The 1-2. Low and away, 2-2. Man looks in, trying to figure out a way to retire Joe Burke. The 2-2. Swing and a chopper foul. Burke battling. Runner on first, Anthony Flores. Hit by a pitch in the last at-bat. Man. Looks in, comes set. Holds the glove tight to the belt. It's 2-2. Low and away, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. See if we see any action over at first with Flores. The full count pitch on its way. The 3-2. Wave and a miss. Busted Burke high and inside. He's set down on strikes. Man's third punch out. As Bryant Schellenbarger comes up to bat. Added an RBI to his name or a second RBI to his line score last time. He'll bat with the runner on first and 2 away, tied here in the top of the 8th. Swinging a ground ball right at Yoshida. Takes it the short way to the shortstop, Wilcoxon. And man gets out of the inning, but not before Alex Pup, with his second home run in as many nights, ties it at 5. Beavers looking to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th. You're watching the USPBL Network.
Now we've got an interesting game going on.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal-getter or dream chaser, an empty nester, or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
We're for people, the pioneers, the underdogs, the players, and the slow and steadies. We're for people, for who they are and who they could become. Yes, we're a bank, and some say our business is all about money, but that's an old idea. Because look past the money, and you'll see real human lives. We see it, because we're for people. Huntington, welcome.
Played 7.5 innings. Still have a tie ball game. 5-5 between the Eastside Diamond Hoppers and the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. As the 4, 5, 6, middle of the order coming up for the Beavers. Bolin, Spears, and Stevenson. Bolin 0 for 3 today. He's bounced out his last 2 times. First pitch fastball. Catch that low and inside corner, 0-1. Bolin has the ability. Put it over the fence. League leader in home runs. The only one with 3. But Bolin can turn on one pretty quickly. Swinging a foul straight back, 1-2. If you give him a fastball he likes, he will make you pay. 1-2 from Bolin. Wave and a miss. Had him out in front with the off speed. And Bolin, second strikeout of the evening. Tremaine Spears comes up to bat. Spears has a single to his name tonight. First pitch misses. First time facing Stelling. So with the line closed on Ryan Carolden, man, the box score is not going to be kind, but through 6 innings, he was fantastic. That 7th just ran out of gas. Ends up with the 5 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. But it's one of those games, if you look at the box score compared to watching in person, you know that the box score is going to say, not a great outing. Watching in person, you go, he was dominant through 6 as the 3-0 misses the Spears. Quick walk. Luke Stevenson up to bat. Doubled in a run his last time up. Lefty Stelling on first. Or the runner on first, lefty Stelling holding Spears close. First pitch called strike. Stevenson hoping to repeat his performance from his last time up where he tucked it inside. Breaking ball hung up there, and Stevenson took a healthy hack. Swung through it. 0-2 on one of the newest Beavers out of Elon. The 0-2. Swing and a miss gets away from Hughes. So Spears at least moves up into scoring position as Stevenson strikes out. And it's up to Alex Crump to find a base hit. Alex Crump 0 for 3. He's hit 3 ground balls, once reached on a error. That was all the way back in the second. 5-5. Diamond Hoppers and Beavers tied, thanks to the Alex Pup home run in the top of the inning. Swing and a foul out of play. Into the crowd. Souvenir. Counts 0-1. Crump still looking for that first hit of the season. 0-1 pitch misses 1-1. No time like the present to get that first hit. Jermaine Spears stands on second after a walk and a wild pitch. 1-1. Low in the dirt, 2-1. Stelling. There's that slight bend in the knee as he gets the sign comes set. The 2-1. In on the hands, 3-1. And Stelling's lost his hat a few times. He has a very violent delivery. That head snaps. Stelling looking to avoid the second walk of the inning. Swing and a foul straight back. Wind is pushing our center field camera a bit. Counts full, 3-2. Runner on second, 2 away. Alex Crump looking to break this 5-5 deadlock. 3-2. Ball 4. Going strikeout, walk. Runners on first and second for Shoma Yoshida. Singled last time up. Didn't drive in a run. They held Stevenson at third. But Yoshida's put together a nice day at the plate. A walk, a strikeout, and a single. He can find another base knock. He can give the Beavers the lead and a chance to close it out in the top of the 9th. First pitch misses, ball one. Yoshida. Crowding the plate from the left side. 1-0, misses away. 2-0. Hughes able to get in front of it. 2 balls, no strikes. Yoshida into the box. Good hitter's count. Chance to take the lead for the first time since the bottom of the first inning. Pitch misses low and away. Taking third is Tremaine Spears. He had a good jump on the lefty Stelling. And that was all Spears, and you can tell that because Crump's still standing on first base. Well, the count's 3-0. So now a pass ball, any sort of chaos can give the Beavers the lead here in the 8th. The 3-0. Called strike. Painted the low outside corner. Stelling. Trying to keep the score right where it's at. Ball 4. Bases are loaded on 3 walks. Brings up Ben Wilcoxon. 1 for 3 tonight. Drove in a run last inning. Trying to take the lead here in the 8th. Rounded out to third each of his first 2 at-bats before the RBI single. Spears at third. Crump at second. Yoshida at first. The first pitch to Wilcoxon, a called strike. Stelling has nowhere to put him. The 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. And this situation eerily reminiscent of a night ago, where against the Unicorns in the bottom of the 9th, they tied it up without getting a base hit. No hits here in the 8th, but the bases are loaded in the go-ahead run at third. 2-1. Was action in the Diamond Hopper bullpen. But Stelling out there to sink or swim. This is his inning. 2-1. In the dirt, Hughes keeps it in front. But now at 3-1, Wilcoxon, he might not have to even swing the bat to get an RBI. Tremaine Spears the go-ahead run, standing at third. Stelling stares in. Bases loaded. The 3-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a foul out of play. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded in a tie game in the bottom of the 8th. Not too much pressure for your first professional outing. Stelling stares in. Runners at first and second will be off with the pitch. Spears at third. The pitch, swing, flare into right field. Coming in, Schellenbarger makes the sliding catch, keeps the game tied, and leaves the bases loaded for the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. They threaten but cannot score. We're all tied up heading to the 9th. 5-5 ball game. You're watching the USPBL Network.
Companies are competing for talent like never before. With the complexities of handling tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and other HR functions, it's easy to see how a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions makes all the difference. Tryon empowers businesses of all sizes to attract and retain talent by offering access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
Top of the ninth as the Eastside Diamond Hoppers look to take the lead and avoid having to go to a second straight sudden death extra inning. And we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. It'll be the right-handed closer, John Bucalaire. He has finished most every game for the Beavers. Look at his numbers on the season. Bucalaire has thrown 12 innings, struck out 16, only walked 6. The even 3 ERA. Bucalaire. His goal, get this to the bottom of the ninth, give his team a chance to win. He will face Chris O'Neill, Joe Califoot, and Todd Maddox. Bucalaire comes at you with, well, 3 simple pitches. Fastball, sinker, slider. So 2 that come at you pretty quickly and a slider just to keep you off pace. First pitch fastball misses, ball 1. O'Neill 1-for-4 tonight. Singled in his 3rd at bat. Bucalaire delivers, fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bucalaire, very distinct pitcher. He squats way down as he gets the sign. Comes set in a fairly standard delivery. Oh, he caught him. Got O'Neill in that front shoulder. Luckily, it caught O'Neill in the shoulder and not anywhere up or in. But O'Neill, the go-ahead run, stands on first after the hit by pitch. And O'Neill's a pretty big dude. I'm sure it didn't feel good, but he can, I bet he absorbs that better than most. Brings up Joe Califoot. Had the home run back in the second. He's walked twice since. Had a strikeout in there as well as the first pitch misses, ball 1. Swing and a broken back ground ball to short. Wilcoxon picks it up, throws across the diamond, not in time. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and the broken bat slowed that down enough that Wilcoxon didn't have a chance, made a heck of an effort, but Califoot legs out the infield single, go-ahead run on second base. Todd Maddox comes up to bat. Bucalaire finds himself in a bit of a jam. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Maddox up to bat. Wave and a miss at the breaking ball for strike one. That slider had him out on his front foot. Maddox got his first hit of the day last time up. Righty watches ball one go by. One ball and a strike. Winsboro, South Carolina native waits. Slider fouled off the top of the screen. One ball, two strikes. Chris O'Neill, the go-ahead run on second. Swing and a foul straight back. Maddox stays alive. Runner on second, Chris O'Neill. Runner on first, Joe Califoot. Bucalaire looks in. Comes set. Swing and a foul straight back. Maddox not going down quietly. Bucalaire has had to work. Still nobody out. Go-ahead run stands at second. The 1-2. Just missed that outside part of the plate. Again, that umpire waits a minute to call the strike. That's a good pitch. Just tailed a little bit too far away. Bucalaire stares in, trying to figure out what he needs to do to put him away. The 2-2. 3-2. In danger of walking Maddox and loading the bases. He hit O'Neill to get him on. Califoot with a broken bat single. Now the count 3-2. Swing and a fly ball, right field line. That ball's tailing. That is out of play. We will do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Maddox trying to win this battle. Bucalaire trying to wear him down. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball got it by him. That's a big out, number one here in the ninth. Brings up the catcher, Whit Hughes. Or maybe not. Ryan Kotke coming. And it looks like we may have a substitution. Looks like Taj Porter coming in to hit. Taj Porter, the other catcher in the lineup, or on the team for the Diamond Hoppers. So Porter pinch hitting. Been sitting on the bench last 2 hours and 45 minutes. Comes in cold, hitting 208 on the year with one home run. First pitch breaking ball misses high and away. 5-5, Diamond Hoppers and Beavers tied in the ninth. O'Neill off of second. Califoot off of first. The 1-0. High with the fastball. 2-0. The 2-0 misses 3-0, and well, that takes a little bit of the drama out of the pinch hitter Porter. When you come up and first three pitches miss, Porter can be very patient. Alex Pup waits on deck. The 3-0 over for a strike. Three balls, one strike. Top of the ninth, Diamond Hoppers trying to take the lead back. Gave it up with a 4-run bottom of the seventh. 3-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Count is full, and Bucalaire trying to work his way all the way back from 3-0. Bucalaire stares in, comes set. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Bucalaire works his way all the way back from 3-0, sets down Porter on strikes. And back-to-back punch-outs, and he's 1 out away from getting out of the ninth and giving his team a chance to win in the bottom half of the inning. A quick conversation on the mound before Alex Pup comes up to bat. He's been swinging a hot stick. Whole infield comes in to have a chat how they want to approach Pup. Pup looked like he wasn't going to have it. Wasn't going to be his day. He had struck out twice, grounded out, then a single, and a home run last inning that tied it for the Diamond Hoppers. Has a chance to take the lead here in the ninth. Bucalaire. First pitch fouled off the umpire's mask. Seems to be all right. Crump taking a moment to check on him. Giving him a second to collect himself, but seemed to be just a glancing blow. 0-1 to Pup. First two runners were aboard. O'Neal was hit, and then Califoot had a broken bat infield single. But Bucalaire fanned the last two Diamond Hoppers. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. About a day late for Pup. And time called by Pup. He's taking a walk. He wants to adjust the grip on the bat. Looks like he's applying some pine tar. Maybe just taking a moment to collect himself, but he was very late on that fastball. Clocked in at 90 on the gun from Bucalaire. He's one good pitch away from getting out of the jam. Bucalaire. Squatting, staring in. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Bucalaire pumped up as he should be. First two men reach and then sets the next three Diamond Hoppers down on strikes. Beavers look to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth. 5-5 here between the Diamond Hoppers and Beavers. You're watching the US PBL Network.
How do these business owners find the time for peace of mind? Because they rely on Tryon to handle difficult and time-consuming HR tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and more. Working with Tryon, one of the nation's top professional employer organizations, provides access to top-tier health care and employee benefit plans and its team of attorneys and HR experts. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Fifth Third Bank. Yeah, it's a quirky name. But here's the thing. 5/3 equals 166.7%. So we put 166.7% into everything we do. Like automatically getting you your paycheck up to 2 days early. giving you well-deserved extra time to avoid overdraft fees. And helping you borrow from your future self. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
Bottom of the ninth, and it is in the hands of the newest pitcher on the mound for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers, Nolan Riley. He comes on, the right-hander from Augusta, Kansas. His job, get it to the sudden death extra inning. He will face the top of the Beaver order. Chris Davis, Rudy Ramirez, J.D. Stubbs. 1 run ends it. And you look at what he's done this year for the Diamond Hoppers. And his numbers don't jump off the page. A 13.5 ERA. Granted, that's in 6 innings. That's one bad outing, and those numbers jump up. He's only walked 2 in those innings, struck out 5. Hitters are batting .321 against them. Chris Davis. He's the man you want leading off in this situation. 5th plate appearance of the day. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. Swings the first pitch he sees, pops up. Pup settles underneath of it. Maybe a bit too anxious as Davis pops out. Rudy Ramirez up to bat. Rudy Ramirez. And he does have some power. Batting from the right side. First pitch. Misses. Ball 1. 6 home runs his final year at Wayne State. Wouldn't this be a dramatic time for your first professional home run? The 1-0. Ground ball to Pup. Vacuums it up, throws over to first, and very quickly 2 away. And we are staring dead in the face of a second straight sudden death half inning. And if you don't know how that works, well, if we get there, we'll explain it in the half inning. But you are guaranteed to get a winner in 1 half inning after the 9th. J.D. Stubbs, well, why not try to put one out and end this in dramatic fashion? Doubled down the left field line back in the first. It's grounded out and popped out to short in his subsequent at-bats. First pitch called strike. 0-1. Riley comes set. 1-1. Stubbs waits in that left-handed batter's box. Riley has worked very efficiently through the first 2 batters. In the dirt low, 2-1. Riley settles in. Waits the 2-1. Misses inside 3-1. Malik Bolin waits on deck, and, well, if there's one guy that can turn on a fastball and end this game quickly, it's Bolin. Never want to walk the winning run aboard. The 3-1. That's exactly what Riley does. Walk, put Stubbs on. Let's see if the Beavers want to pinch run for Stubbs. Have Ray Hilbrich and Marcus Judd on the bench. And there's really no downside. I guess you'd have to find a first baseman should you play defense in the half inning. Malik Bolin up to bat. Yet to record a hit today. Big swing and a miss. 0-1. Was not cheated on that one. Stubbs off of first. Very conservative lead. Riley lets that arm dangle. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Bolin 2 healthy hacks. And it's 0-2. Riley comes set, trying to send us to sudden death. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball past the backhand of Burke. Heading around second to third is Stubbs. And the winning run 90 feet away. Broken bat base hits have been a theme here in the ninth. And it comes up to Tremaine Spears. Winning run 90 feet away. Tremaine Spears a chance to be the hero. Can't get any farther in the inning than Luke Stevenson. Riley comes set the first pitch. Swing and a miss from Spears. Fastball at 89 miles an hour. Beavers trying to win this in dramatic come-from-behind fashion. They were down 4 going into the bottom of the 7th. They're down 3. They netted 4 to take the lead. The Diamond Hoppers tied it in the 8th. Quickly 0-2 on Spears. Riley, 1 pitch away from ending this ball game. Spears can't do it. Records an out. We head to sudden death. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. We're on our way to sudden death. 9 innings was not enough. All right, let's explain sudden death. So it's fairly simple. Both managers will meet for a coin toss. Whoever wins the toss can pick offense. They can pick defense. And if you win the toss, you get to pick. If you take offense, you get a runner on first with runner on first, nobody out. It's the last batted out. They will, if they score, it's game over. If you pick defense and they win and you hold them, then you win defensively. Fairly simple. We will have a winner no matter what.
They're going to play defense today.
So the Beavers won the toss, and they elect to stay on defense. They will pitch. The Diamond Hoppers send up 2, 3, 4 in the order. Alex Pup will be the runner because he recorded the last out. If Alex Pup comes across the score, game over, they win. If the Beavers hold them, then the Beavers win. Diamond Hoppers were on offense a night ago when they lost 4-4 to Utica in this sudden death. As there go the fireworks that will be shot off after we play sudden death. John Bucalaire with him on the mound. John Diesel Dombrowski wanted to trust his closer. John Bucalaire will pitch when we come back. We'll decide this in a moment. You're watching the USPBL Network. Luis Acevedo, Anthony Flores, Joe Burke be the three men to decide this. Alec Pup, see him come in from the right side of your screen, talking with first base coach Mike Rice. Now, Pup's quick, so you're not going to see a pinch runner, but if you were in a spot where you wanted to pinch run, you have to wait until at least the first batter has had his at-bat. Acevedo had 2 singles to start. He struck out the last 3 times. First pitch, low and a pick. Throw down to first, the tag, not in time. Oh, boy, almost got Pup leaning. Crump picked it out of the dirt clean and fired a dart down to first. 1-0. That went from almost putting Pup on second to almost getting him back in the dugout. 1-0. Swinging a ground ball to third. Through the legs of Spears. Pup holds up at second, but the error puts the winning run in scoring position. Anthony Flores up to bat. Has not recorded a hit. The only Diamond Hopper not to get a hit tonight. Like I said, no time like the present. Runners on first and second. Man, Bucalaire got the ground ball he needed to. First pitch. Wave and a miss. Was way out in front as Bucalaire got him with the slider. 0-1. Coming set the delivery. Misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alex Pup. The decisive run on second base. Flores just needs to find a way to poke it through the infield. The 1-1. Oh, high and in. Bends out of the way. 2-1. Flores was hit by a pitch his last time up. It was an 0-2 curveball that caught him. The 2-1. Ooh, in again on the hands. 3-1, and you are looking for a pitch to drive. Coming set the 3-1. Swing and a fly ball not deep. Shallow center field. That could be trouble. That drops. Davis couldn't handle it. Picks it up. Throws it in. And the Beavers imploding here in the sudden death inning. Now that would have been a tough play for Davis, but that landed in the Bermuda Triangle out there. Either way, no matter what you want to call it, an error, a hit, a bad break, the winning run's 90 feet away, and there's Nobody out. Outfield comes in as John Bucalaire has to work some wizardry to get out of this. Joe Burke up to bat. Swing and a fly ball. Foul territory, hustling over Stubbs. You don't want to catch that in that situation. If Stubbs catches that, there's no way he gets pup. You have to let that drop foul. Whole outfield playing maybe no more than 250 feet deep. You can see right there, they are playing way in. Because anything over their heads, pup's likely tagging. So you want to take away that blue pit like you just saw from Flores. The 0-1. Swinging a foul out of play. You can tell Burke trying to elevate. No balls, 2 strikes. Bryant Schellenbarger waits on deck should it get to him. Infield obviously in for the Beavers. Bucalaire settles in the 0-2. Swing and a fly ball, but foul. Bolin chasing after it, but again, even if he could make that play in foul territory, you got to let it drop. Working away from home plate, and with pup speed on third, Bucalaire needs a strikeout. 0-2 on Burke. He has 3 hits today. Looking for number 4 would be the game winner. The 0-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That'll do it. The Diamond Hoppers win it in sudden death. Flip the script from a night ago. And they pour out to mob Joe Burke. A 4-hit performance capped with the game winner in sudden death. It was a fun game. Back and forth affair. Both sides felt like they were in control. But an error keeps it alive. And Joe Burke on a 2-strike pitch ends it here in sudden death. I have to imagine that he will be our player of the game. Kara Wolfbauer down there somewhere. And she will track down, I'm going to guess, Joe Burke, because a 4-hit day and the game-winning RBI, 2 ribbies on the night. And the Eastside Diamond Hoppers, all smiles. You could tell they were pretty excited to get that win. Felt like it might slip away in the 7th, but they stayed true. They kept battling, and they get the win. As all hugs over there on the first base side. And Joe Burke slowly makes his way back. And he will be our player of the game. See him walking over to Carol Wolfbauer. So we'll send it down to her as she's with our player of the game, Joe Burke.
Thanks, Johnny. All right, Jimmy Johns Field, I am here with our CNS Healthcare Player of the Game, Joe Burke. You just saw him up to bat with the bases loaded for the Hoppers. Yes, give a big round of applause for Joe Burke. He went 4 for 6 today. Perfect guy to come up to the plate in this situation. Oh, my gosh. Perfect guy to come up to the plate in this situation. Now gets to cool down from his teammates. But, Joe, you are a returner this year. Come on over here, Joe. I'm bringing him back. Joe, you are a returner this year, and you know how our sudden death games work. So tell me how you're able to come up to the plate and talk to the new guys about making these sudden death games work for you guys and walk away with the win.
Just, if you're on offense, you just got to have composure. And, you know, this game was good all the way around. And either way, I was confident we were coming out with a win. Pitching, defense, it was all clicking, and I'm just happy we pulled it out.
And one more question too, a little bit different, not about yourself. A little bit different of a question for you. What's it been to you watch Joseph Califoot get his first home run? He's a new guy, and getting to be a returner and be a shoulder for these guys to lean on.
Just help them any way I can, and if it's hitting, defense, the new guys came in and started swinging it well right away, and that's what we need. And they did their job, and they rely on me, so I'm just happy I could come through for them too.
Thanks, Joe. Congratulations on being our CNS Healthcare Player of the Game. Got a couple Gatorade baths. I almost did. I was able to avoid it tonight. But please enjoy the fireworks, everybody, and have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow back here at Jimmy John's Field.
Thanks, Kara. She's down there with Joe Burke, our player of the game, and that'll do it for us here from Jimmy John's Field. The Diamond Hoppers win it in the sudden death by a final score of 6-5, thanks to Joe Burke. I've been Brady Beaton. Thank you so much for joining us, no matter where you have been watching from. Reminder, a doubleheader tomorrow starting at 5:30 with the Mammoths and the Unicorns. That'll do it. Hope you all have a safe and wonderful weekend. You've been watching the USPBL Network.
Ain't too many of the teams can defeat us. You on the sideline warming up the benches. Need a lesson? I can show you, I can teach you.